Welcome, friend. Welcome to Morrowind.
Welcome, friend. Welcome to Morrowind. As I hope you can see, I've tried turning the gamma and brightness materials up significantly. It's almost to the point where I can't play it myself, but Morrowind has a long history of being really crappy about passing gamma on to recording systems. It does something, the way it deals with gamma does something to the whole screen rather than to the game output itself, and so video things have a tough time picking up most of it. Then of course YouTube just darkens everything on top of that. So, let's consider this an experiment. Hopefully it's better. Hopefully we can all work with this. Fingers crossed. I spent quite a bit of time trying to debug this quest. As far as I can tell, I'm about 90% sure that it's part of Beautiful Cities of Morrowind, but there's no comments anywhere that I can find that actually detail anything about what the quest is doing, or what the quest ID number is, or how I might be able to advance through the stages without that information. I tried loading BCom into the rather pitiful Morrowind version of the Old Scrolls construction set, and it took about an hour and then just crashed on me several times. So I think we have to call this one just dead in the water, like our poor Tim idiot who we left dead in the water. As I remember, going out didn't look easy, but I'm just going to check to make sure I didn't miss some sort of key-like thing in the other room. Oh wow, it is all a big blur, but I know there's a way through somewhere. No, that's a rock. No, that's a rock as well. Okay. Right. Don't think that's going to happen. But I do still have my scrolls of recall. So that's the next strategy, Scroll of Recall. Divine Intervention, there we go. That should take us to... Actually, I'm not sure. Do all Imperial camps count as potential Imperial intervention sites? Guess we'll find out in a second. You don't look so good. Well done. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, it is Fort Pelagiad. Fine. Looks good. Well done. That's the weirdest message. Also, I'm not getting that audio. Does that mean the game audio isn't working? That'd be annoying. Let's see. Options. Audio. Game audio. Prefs. Okay. I don't really know what's going on here. Another strike against this particular cursed video effort is that it's already late Monday night, and this video should have been out quite a long time ago, and it isn't. The weekend was a wretched monstrosity, and I'm in quite a lot more pain than usual, which is charming. Yeah, I think my earbuds just aren't pairing. So I'm going to assume this is recording audio and that it'll be alright when I composite it. If it isn't, then I will just play Morrowind soundtrack tunes in the background over the top of this, or underneath this. so that you've got at least some Morrowind sounding noises. You just won't get all the various stabs and thwacks and people making weird comments. Oh, I suppose I'm probably just badly damaged, aren't I? I can wait for a bit. Oh, I didn't realise that waiting now didn't change your stats at all. I guess I have to go and hire a room, don't I? Fine. Beds, please. 1 day is plenty. I'm guessing upstairs because that's where the beds are. That's still locked. That's not locked. That's unlocked. So this is probably the right one. Feels about right anyway. Okay, rest until healed. Okay, fine. It could well be that Morrowind never lets you heal from just waiting around. I don't actually remember exactly. It's been so long since I played unmodded. This is a bit better in that I can at least see stuff that's going on because of the colour levels. The cave was all kind of blurry. So anyway, yeah, hopefully people are talking and music is musicking and I'm footstepping around and stuff, but if not, there will at least be some music and I'll try to work out what's going on. But because, like I said, because my pain levels are quite bad and the weekend was really shite, this is just going to have to be a potentially somewhat cursed episode. And I apologise for that. It'll be nasty, brutish and short, much like life. And then hopefully we'll return to normal service in a few days. Now, I don't remember whether Anasi has been modded to be receptive to being friendly with female characters, but I don't see an option to talk about how sneaky and smoothly I move, so I'm guessing not. Yes. Oh well. Anasi is the only romanceable PC in the game, and only if you're male. I thought maybe they might have made her more open-minded. It is 2025 almost, but apparently not. So I don't think there's much else to do in Pelagiad. Pelagiad was never really meant to be a significant quest hub. It's more like it's the midway place, which is why this is the halfway tavern. It's the place on way to Balmora. But I can chat to people and see if they have any little chores that they might need some help with. Bestian Ents? Anything in your comments? Skooma? Do you know about Skooma? Oh, okay. I say you're just saying it's bad. Fine. Very pious of you, Bestian. With a name like that, I'm supposing you're... Oh yeah, and you've got the tonsure too. You're definitely a Breton. Bretons are rumoured to be some kind of mystic fusion of man and mare, but the blood would be so dilute at this point that it's certainly nothing to do with genetics. But then again, having said that, there actually isn't any genetics canonically in the Elder Scrolls. That's not how things work. Creatures don't have genes. It's all magical, basically. So who knows? Anyway, they're more magic friendly, and they're kind of the stopping ground between humans and elves, slightly. No one's ever suggested that the Nords are the stopping ground between humans and, say, Hawkers or Frost Trolls or something. So, I don't know. And the Imperials are certainly just human vanilla. So, I'm not sure how much stock to put on that sort of nonsense to begin with. Red Guards, of which we are one, are travellers from another time and dimension from before the world ceased to exist and was reborn. So that's always nice. But I'll get onto that some other time. Just to see if Shadback here has anything interesting. And we have anything swiftly sellable. Well, I'll sell that, that's fine. What's that? Club, yeah, I'll sell that. Silver longsword, fine. And some arrows. Yeah, that's all good. You know, all of that nonsense. Steel spiderweight and spark sword. Poisoned rapier. Okay, fine. Can I get away with bartering it up one? Nope. I love bartering. You're welcome. Thanks for your donation of money, which I will use to buy training, almost certainly, because it's much easier than having to do all the min-maxing properly. I mean, if I was playing on my own, I mean, obviously I am playing on my own, you're not here, but you are here, sort of, and I don't want to waste your time. I have far less concern for my own time. If I was playing on my own, I would probably quite merrily spend, 15 minutes sneaking next to a wall which someone can't see me past and grinding sneak and stuff like that. But I'm just looking to see if anyone has any obvious work they might need. It's a bit off-putting not having any audio. So I'm trying not to do that. So instead I'm going to lean on training. It's a bit cheesy, but as I said before, this is a cheesy run. Oh, let's just back outside, is it? And, cheesing Morrowind is part of the joy of Morrowind. It seems wrong not to show it off. Did I come to Barsham for potions? I didn't really. Actually, I just didn't. Sorry, Igfa. Tria Onimanus. You don't seem to need any help either by your conversation stuff. I almost tried praying to the cult order to get my audio driver working properly, but that's a little insane even for me. So let's try not to do that. I mean, he is called Guard Captain. It's not exactly a name, but yeah, no. Fine. So be it. Right. If I can work out a way in the future to get that quest working, I'll come back and finish it off. But BCOM says quite seriously, don't upgrade or update the version of the mod once you have a save going, because it is likely to just destroy things. So it's entirely I put this playlist together in March or April or something. It's entirely possible they've patched whatever bug that is since then, but I can't find a central list of anything. I can't find a detailed Discord for them. So, like I said, back in the underground, I'm just going to, let it go. That's fine. I mean, with modding stuff, there's always a bunch of things that don't quite work as they're intended to. And so I think what I'll do next, before we really start getting stuck into stuff and properly visiting Balmora, because it's, like I said, it's a bit weird playing without any sound on my end, and it's a little off-putting. So what I'm going to do is what I've been threatening to do for a while, and oh yes, hello Maury. Begging your pardon, have you seen a bandit nearby? I must find him. I have seen many of them, yes. Yes, I was just walking along here, minding my own business. Suddenly a bandit jumped at me from behind. He was a dark elf, a strong, dashing dark elf. He didn't harm me in any way, though he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle, and he talked to me for what seemed like forever. Nels, by any chance? Jules? What's that? Oh, never mind the jewels. I just want to find the bandit again. He was charming and funny, and I simply must see him again. His name? Nelos Onmar, a name that will stay on my lips for eternity. Perhaps you can find him for me? Please, I cannot live without knowing if you could ever love me. I have nothing to offer you in return, but could you not help me for the sake of love? Yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot. You'll try? Thank you so. I'm sure you'll be able to find him. He mentioned something about having to head south, so I imagine he might be found in Pelagiad. Please, if you find him, give him this glove for me as a token of my love. I'm certain he will want to find me again. Maury's left glove. Okay, fine. He's not, as I remember, super... This is a vanilla quest. As I remember, he's not super hard to find. He's either spawns in on the road back to Seydanin, or on the back road from this road down to the back end of Ebonheart, or the back way into Pelagiad. So he's not a huge distance away, it's only a small detour. And, what can I say? I'm a sucker for romance. So let's do this and see if we can find him. It looks like a nice day, as far as I can tell. So it's a bit washed out, but I can't really see that it's sunny and stuff. I hope the colours look half decent. But, we'll see how this comes out once YouTube's processed it. If it needs to be tweaked further, I'll tweak it further. Yeah, none of you are the right person. This is just the back road in. So let's try the other side of the village. I'm 99% sure he does not spawn in actually in the village. Although, maybe I can ask someone in the village about him, but let's see if I can find him. Actually, he might have been the chap who tried to extort kisses out of me while I was on my way to getting rid of Hriskar. That would seem about right. He was down one of these roads off to the south. But once we finish doing this, I'm going to go and go to the Mages Guild in Balmora and teleport to Caldera and engage in a little bit of light larceny and go say hi to Creeper, one of the cheesiest of the assorted fromages available in this particular game. He was added by Mark Nelson, the same as our poor falling elf with the scrolls that you can get. I've forgotten his name offhand, of course, because of course I have. I missed the road I was thinking of. I might have. Yeah, he's canonically he's Clavicus Vile's dog, Barbas, who's just decided to take on the form of a scamp and do some random inefficient trading for no particularly good reason. But like one particular mud crab, also added by Mark Nelson because he reminded him of an old roommate. Creeper has no mercantile skill whatsoever and quite a lot of money, which refreshes every day. So he always gives you 100% of the value of everything, and you can go up to him, sell him several, I think 2,000 of gold, maybe more, of worth of stuff, wait next to him for 24 hours, and then repeat indefinitely. So you can clean out all of the nonsense that you have. We're back to Seydanin. Yeah. You can clean out all the nonsense you have and make quite a lot of money quite easily, circumventing the entire mercantile part of the game and just grabbing a lot of cash for no good reason. Yeah, he's not up here. This is too far. Okay. Well, like I said, cursed episode, these things happen. I guess I'll pop in to the village just in case and see if anyone can give me directions to the bar. You know, he's around here somewhere. But, you know, it's not super easy to see on this brightness settings. And I can always track him down later. I mean, you know, every quest you do is experience, right? Pretty sure it's experience anyway. But, you know, even if it isn't, Sarah's not unpleasant. She's just a bit thievy. And who can blame a girl for that, huh? I think... Do you know him? You do know him. Talk about Nelos Onmar. Oh, he's in the tavern somewhere, is he? Okay, thank you. Over by the bar. No. Oh, you're the bard? I didn't realise you were the bard. Oh no, you're not the bard. You're the bard is broken. That's why I've got the same thing. Well, you're not by the bar, clearly, because here we are. Maybe he's downstairs. He's not downstairs. Rhodes? Yes, I'll go away. Rhodes has a magic belt that we need to steal from her at some point. Okay, maybe he should be by the bar, but he clearly isn't by the bar. I'm not sure where he is. Like I said, I thought he was out on the street somewhere. It could just be that Nell's lender was full of shit, of course. That's entirely possible. What do you know, Dralis? Maybe check the tavern. Yes. Maybe some other time, huh? Well, let's head on to Balmora and hustle ourselves over to Creeper, and I can show you where to find him in Caldera, and also show you where to steal a rather nice alchemy set in the Caldera Mages Guild, which obviously is against our charter as guild members, but that's fine, because no one's actually watching. It's up in a little tower room where people don't go very much, so you can pretty much just grab it. And that's your best access for an early game chunk of stuff. Lots of people consider Creeper to be as good as cheating. I say again that you can't cheat in a single player game. The concept is absolutely meaningless. But even so, I think that Mark included the creature merchants, the mud crab and Creeper, as ways to circumvent the trade part of the game if it didn't interest you, which is a perfectly valid design choice. Lots of people just want to beat things up, and they don't necessarily want to have to scrimp and scrave and save for every single penny. Of course, in this default mod pack, I'm pretty sure Creeper has been significantly nerfed. Again, I'm pretty sure I've undone that, but we won't know until we actually try. I certainly gave it a good shot. Someone in the comments asked at some point, and what I basically did was track down the name of the mods that undid the exploity stuff. I think they were all called anti-cheese. And then I went through and found any mods in the list that referenced anti-cheese, either in the file names or in their description. And I disabled those components of those mods. It wasn't super technical or anything. I'm not some kind of modding wizard or any nonsense like that. I'm pretty naff, really. But I gave it a shot, and I can say it worked okay in the Census and Exiles office. They thought that they had the better of me, and they kept saying, if we've taken, value of thing you've just stolen. But of course they hadn't, because I didn't have it, which was kind of amusing. And hopefully we'll be in the same situation with Creeper. Creeper lives in a house full of orcs, and they have a bunch of equipment lying around, quite expensive equipment, armor and weapons and stuff. And by default, again, for some reason, that stuff isn't properly ownership flagged, so it's not counted as theft. The orcs will grumble, but they won't go hostile, and no guards will happen, and you basically just take everything they own and then go upstairs and sell it to Creeper. So if you don't want to engage with the financial part of the game, then Creeper is the way around it, particularly early on. As you keep playing, you'll quickly just loot so much stuff that money becomes meaningless, even if you're doing it normally. There are mods and anti-cheese chunks that will rebalance the economy to make it much, much tougher. I don't play games to be made to feel like a pauper who has to hand over all of his money in taxes and fees, because, that's real life, thanks. I don't need my pretend time to remind me how wretched and impoverished everything is. No, I don't want the Silt Strider at all. That's not going to get me, get me all sorts of places, but it won't get me where I want to go. Where I want to go is Caldera, and that means the Mages Guild. Hello, mages. I know I've said it before, but I do love the complexity of fast travel in Morrowind. It's so much more engaging than just clicking on a location on the map and instantly teleporting there like in Oblivion and Skyrim. I much prefer having to actually work out how to get around. Having just complained about how I don't like the complexity of the finance system very much. Celine, yes, please send me to Caldera. Thank you very much. You're a friend. Hello, Amelia. I'll be seeing plenty of you, I'm sure. Where's the alchemy stuff? Pretty sure it's upstairs rather than down, but... Ooh, trapdoor. How exotic. But I do forget. And again, given the way the day is going, it might be sane. That is, of course, assuming that it's still there. That's also a possibility. Oh no, here we are. Excuse me. Thank you. This is the storeroom area. And here's the set. Master value. All of it. Very nice. Good stuff. There's some decent ingredients here as well. Well, I'll take some crab meat that's been on the floor. Why not? I'm sure it'll be delicious. Particularly once I smoothie it up with some bread and a pestle and turn it into a yummy health shake. I just told her that DNA wasn't a thing. I mean, obviously all of biology is screwy. So the orcs are in a manor. I think it's over here. Is it? Gorak Manor, yes. Hello. I will get to say hi to these people and stuff, but it's a bit weird trying to guess their voices. So this is Creeper. Creeper is, like I said, he's a dog. He's Barabbas, Clavicus Vile's dog. He's just pretending to be a scamp because I guess he's just a scamp. Babadum Tish. You're creeping, you are indeed. 5,000 gold, very nice. And does he still have... How much is Zenithar? 45 mercantile. That's a bit ironic. Let's see. I've got a bunch of this nonsense, don't I? That's quite valuable. Endural Shield, 2,000. Yeah, that's not good at all, is it? 68. So, I guess I've missed a nerf somewhere. Or maybe not. That seems alright. Maybe there's just something wrong with the shield. Interesting. Maybe the shield's cross-wired. I don't want to sell the Plague Doctor stuff at all. I want to keep that. I need to stick that away somewhere. So let's flog that. Thank you. Let's wait for a day. See, gold is back. And that is the Creeper experience. 133, I mean, I guess some of these pieces aren't worth as much as they claim to be. That's obviously not Creeper's fault, or else we wouldn't be getting full value on those boots. But that's fine. I don't need to make myself offensively rich right away or anything. This is more of a proof of concept than anything else. Well, I've got a lot of nonsense, haven't I? How nice. Weapons. Anything else in magic that's worth just flogging on? Not really. I have a feeling that has some function beyond just what it appears to. I don't need to cart the Dwemer stuff around, and some people won't take it, and it's quite heavy, so I can dump that on him. And I don't actually want these pillows on me either. Oh, didn't I steal a whole bunch of books? Bet I did. Weight 3. Look gaze. 35. Well, actually, if it's 35 for 3, I'm definitely... Oh, you don't buy books? How interesting. I didn't know that. I thought you bought just about everything. I have 2 master quality pistols. You don't buy that either. Maybe it's just weapons, armor, and randomness then. But either way, when you have things that are ridiculously expensive, like they sell for 30,000 or something, and you want to get the full money, you engage in something known as the Creeper Shuffle, whereby you sell him some stuff that is about equal to his gold limit, wait a day, buy it back from him, and then by buying it back he's got more gold. Then you can sell something of higher value to him. So you sell something that's worth 10,000. Then you wait another day, then you buy the 10,000 thing back, and now he's got 15,000. And you can work up that way and fiddle around if you're really determined to get the full value out of something. But, you know, most people don't bother because it's really not worth the effort. We got 7,000 gold out of that very simple little bit of jiggery pokery, and that's going to be fine to keep us going for a little bit in training what we need and buying the kind of low tier potions and stuff that we can actually find. So with that taken care of, I'm going to head back to Balmora via the mages. around the corner here. Is that right? Yeah, you're upstairs. I will come back and talk to them properly. I've got a lot of quests to do for the mages over the coming times. Hi, Amelia. No, you just ported me in earlier. I'm going back to Balmora. Thank you. And for now, I think we're going to get outside, and I'm going to call this a rather haphazard episode and try to ignore my leg for a moment and composite this and get it uploaded. Hopefully there's game audio. Hopefully the video level, once it's been processed, is actually better. And hopefully this all makes some sort of sense. I'll find Nelos the Love Bandit next time, and I might pop back to our house and drop off the spare alchemy set, stuff like that, and then grab some mushrooms, because I know there's some mushrooms I'm going to need, and then we can start doing things properly in Balmora next time. So anyway, if you're still here, thank you for putting up with my ramblings, and I'll see you next time. And if you can, please do leave a like or a comment, or subscribe to the channel, or find a hungry looking stray cat and give it some tuna. That'd be nice. I'm sure it'd appreciate that. And have as pleasant a time as is possible. And I will see you hopefully in a more timely manner next week. Bye for now.